This full moon in Taurus is helping you rebuild from the heart. Are you listening? Hello, beautiful souls. If you're new here, this is Stacy, and I am an energy channel, psychic, and healer. As always with my readings, know that this message is evergreen, so it's timeless. Whenever you find it, it's because your soul led you here, and there is something within it meant specifically for you in this moment. Each week, I open the sacred field of the Akashic records for the collective. May only truth, clarity, and unconditional love flow through this space, and may what's shared serve as a mirror of our highest selves. I am going to clear our space using my shamanic drum today. And we'll bring in our teams of guides and angels to support us and give some gratitude. So while I open up the Akashic field, we also have Archangel Michael and Faith, Quan, and the Atlantean guides with us today. And at the end, we will be doing an activation and integration as well. But I'm going to start with the main themes that came through. The main theme that did come through for us is love as the teacher, gratitude as the gateway. This week moves us through a process of remembering what truly matters. Love, gratitude, your true values. It's a bridge between healing the heart and embodying wisdom in action. We are receiving guidance to release control, renew our trust, and let the heart lead again. Spirit shows me a sequence taking place of activation, renewal to a higher perception, and then unconditional love. They show the heart's journey from remembering gratitude through renewed connection, awakening multidimensional understanding, and anchoring in unconditional love, which culminates in visible abundance. As a collective, we're moving through challenges that are really meant to prepare us. All these challenges that we're walking through, even if confusing or painful, hold a seed of wisdom. It is gratitude that unlocks the divine wisdom. A morning practice that can be beneficial is naming 3 moments from the past that once hurt, but now serve as teachers in our lives. And to actually thank those moments out loud in gratitude. The next theme that came through is we're about to move into a new direction. Redirection is arriving for us. For some, it could be in relationships, a career path, an environment. It could be a job change, a new relationship, or even a renewed love in a current relationship or within the family. You could also be moving residence. Spirit wants us to remember that none of this is rejection, but it is realignment. You're being asked to move toward love that feels reciprocal and alive, rather than familiar and draining. So they say, ask yourself, where am I being moved? Where am I being called to move differently? Where am I being called to move differently in love for myself, my purpose, or my path? Remember our purpose. Let this question guide one tangible change, even if it's small. Our mindsets are being upgraded, so don't fight it. You're seeing things from a higher dimension, noticing how your thoughts shape your timelines. The challenge is to stay anchored in faith rather than fear. This may show up as creative inspiration, intuitive messages, or opportunities that ask you to believe before you see tangible evidence. If you're focusing on mundane struggles or the material world values, it's time to reframe your thinking and focus on the big picture. Reconnect to your purpose and remember the lessons we're moving through. Spirit asks us to write down one fifth dimensional truth daily. Something that feels impossible to your logical mind, but very true to your soul. And then speak it aloud as if it's already done. Cultivating faith. And Spirit says it is time to take charge of our lives with authority. You're being asked to lead from love, not ego. Healthy authority is grounded. It's not dominating. Many of us will need to set new boundaries, especially with family or long-standing dynamics, to protect the purity of our heart's mission. They remind us that we need to face our triggers. Do not bury them. When triggered, you can place a hand over your heart and simply say, I choose love as my authority. Then act from this space and not the wound. Take the time that you need to respond rather than reacting quickly. We are facing many triggers now to clear the way for what's coming. I know for myself, and I've heard from clients and others, impersonator syndrome has been coming up lately. Even not being seen or thinking that no one wants to hear what you have to say. These are truly old contracts and vows that are resurfacing again. This whole year, 2025, has really felt like a circle for me. It's just circle after circle. You get through one set of things and you think you've got it and you're moving on, and then it comes back around again for another layer to be lifted, and that's what's happening again. Next year should be different. It should be more linear, but right now we're really going through those layers. The next theme that Spirit shows is to enjoy growth and reap rewards. By the end of the week, visible results could arrive. It could be a new opportunity, financial support, emotional clarity, or just simple relief of some kind. You might get like a financial gift. Maybe there's money that's out there that you loaned out and one day just surprises you and comes back in the mail, anything like that. Spirit warns not to rush it or doubt it, but this is the moment to celebrate quietly and actually receive. This is about receiving. They ask us to treat ourselves like the harvest. We are the harvest, so slow down, nurture your body, and create something tangible. You could create a meal, a garden, work with plants, write, journal, organize your space, anything to anchor abundance into form. And Spirit gently reminds us that forgiveness is the key to freedom. When we release judgments and burdens of the past, we are releasing the hurt and the pain that actually tethers us in the past. We must focus on living in compassion and forgiveness. So in real life, these themes may show up in different ways. In our relationships, there could be healing conversations, new beginnings, or just the release of something that's run its course. Forgiveness will soften the edges. In career or purpose, an inner nudge to step forward. You may want to start the project, post the message, send the email. There's going to be guidance to move in the direction of expansion rather than comfort. In energy and emotions, you may feel temporary fatigue or heart pressure as the energy integrates. This may take a few days to move through, and as always, rest and hydration may help. You could also see signs of doves, hawks, apples, repeating numbers, especially 2s and 8s, to confirm you're on track. And I'd love to hear, since the veil is really, it's becoming thinner. We all know that. Those of us who have been on this path are definitely seeing it. I don't know if you've had any recent experiences, but I'd love to hear if you've noticed anything in particular that's changed for you. So Spirit suggests some different practices for this week. Again, the morning gratitude and evening reflection, just to bookend your days. Thank Spirit for the guidance. And review how you acted from love rather than fear. Movement or travel ritual, even a short drive, a walk, or rearranging your space can symbolize your readiness to move in a new direction. Focus on the heart chakra. Eat green foods. You may work with rose quartz. Breathe into your chest or place a hand on your heart and simply affirm, I am safe to love and to be loved. Write, paint, sing, or build something physical to bring your higher vision into matter. Creative anchoring is important. And rest and celebrate. Mark your victories, even quietly, to seal the energetic loop of creation and gratitude. Spirit is showing this as a time of spiral from lesson to love to leadership in embodiment. Spirit says, walk forward in gratitude. Let love renew your path. Create from your higher truth. Lead with compassion and trust that victory is already unfolding. As we close this full moon week, let's anchor what we've received with activation and integration. If you are open to receiving this support, simply say yes or nod your head in agreement. I now call in Archangel Michael and Faith, Quan, and the Atlantean guides in gratitude. Archangel Michael and Faith, step forward. They're helping you release fear and strengthen your boundaries. Quan steps forward to infuse compassion into every part of your being. The Atlantean guides restore ancient wisdom into your cells. They're surrounding your heart with the shimmering light of Labradorite, iridescent, protective, awakening deeper trust in your intuition. Take a deep breath. Feel this light move through your body, grounding into the earth beneath you. It expands through your heart, connecting to Source above. For the activation, you may speak it with me or listen in your heart. I now awaken the crystalline temples of light within my heart. Emerald rays of remembrance flow through me. They restore harmony between heaven and earth. I release all vows of fear, scarcity, and silence. I reclaim my voice, my worth, and my divine capacity to create through love. Through the codes of gratitude and truth, I anchor this frequency into matter, into my body, my home, and my path. May this light ripple outward as blessing for all beings, and so it is. Breathe gratitude into your body and say, I am safe to love. I am safe to receive. I am ready to walk in faith. To anchor this activation into reality, let your next breath carry these words into the world and comment below physically, I receive. Let this be your declaration that heaven and earth are meeting through you now. I want to thank you for sharing this space with us. In gratitude to the collective soul, the Akashic field, Archangel Michael and Faith, Quan, and the Atlantean guides. And remember, if you'd like a personal reading, healing, yoga, or breathwork, you can connect with me through my email. It will be in the description. See you next week. Namaste.